This video is only for entertainment purposes. All information can be taken as science fiction.
Something very big is happening on Earth this December 2023. According to the information from the Taygetans over at the YouTube channel Swaruu Official, the so-called Deep Galactic Federation is arriving on Earth to perform an audit on the situation of the planet. We highly encourage you to check out their YouTube channel because this is quite a complicated subject and it is very important that you understand all the details. According to them, these audits happen periodically and they usually coincide with big chaotic changes on our planet, such as it happened in 2020 and 2008. This so-called audit will be performed by a race called the Ethortans, which are a tall gray race from the Orion region who are officially positive and are active members of the Galactic Federation, and which are representing the next step up from the local federation level which oversees this solar system. The Ethortans are also called Big-Nosed Greys, for those of you who recognize that term, notably found on the presidential briefing given to President Ronald Reagan. Hello everyone! It has been 6 months since our last video and a lot has happened since then. During these past months, I have been delving deep into new perspectives and new sources of information that have really changed my understanding on the complicated politics of disclosure, both inside and outside of the planet. I am coming to you today to give you an update on the current situation of Earth as we approach historic events that our planet has not seen in at least 12,000 years. I wanted to point out that this channel is targeted towards those of you who are already aware of the existence of ET life on Earth and who have some understanding of the different players and agendas unfolding at this time. We intend to give you a very thorough analysis of the most cutting-edge current information available, always under the premise that this is just our perspective and our opinion. Much of this information might be shocking and fantastical, so we highly encourage you to assimilate it as best you can, taking what resonates with you and leaving out the rest. With so many moving pieces on the chessboard, it is hard to know what to believe, especially because information is being extremely manipulated, both in the mainstream and among the spiritual and UFO communities. What is certain is that we are on a roller coaster that is about to drop. And the next 2 years will be crazier than any science fiction movie you have ever seen. So buckle up and enjoy the ride. According to the Taygetans over at Swaruu Official, the Ethortans arrived on high Earth orbit officially on December 20th, 2023. But the main Ethortan detachment, which will perform the auditory and situational check on Earth and the entire solar system, is scheduled to arrive on December 31st. The region of space that this level of the Federation oversees is made up of several solar systems, including the triple solar system of Alpha Centauri A, Alpha Centauri B, Proxima Centauri, the star Vega and its solar system, among many others. The Taygetan information is telling us that even though the Ethortans are officially a positive wise race, they are non-emotional and operate with a cold, non-empathetic logic, which, as the Taygetans rightly point out, makes them a very poor choice to represent the higher federation in this region of the solar system, inhabited by highly emotional beings such as the humans on planet Earth. Furthermore, in the past, the Ethortans have had a lot of problems with the Urmah feline races, which are a very powerful federation group of races which deeply distrusts them, who are spread all around the galaxy and based on the Lyra star system, which is allegedly also being audited by them, the Ethortans. Also, according to the Taygetans, as of December 2023, there is an increased presence of many ET groups around our planet, including a large group of Syrians that have arrived to the main Federation ship orbiting on high Earth orbit behind the Moon, as well as on many ships of their own. Other races whose numbers around Earth have reportedly increased include the Tellurians, the Yael, and the Sasani, apparently only here as spectators. There are also more Urmites, with the Taygetans warning us about their dubious agendas, and the Alpha Dracos, who have been in high Earth orbit for decades, and who are part of the Orion Council, which is supposedly positive at this time. The Alpha Dracos state that they are here only as observers as well, but their ships are fully militarized, and the Taygetans suggest that they might be here for power and intimidation purposes in favor of the Orion Council's interests. To the best of my knowledge, one of their leaders who has been in orbit for a while now is called Akatosh the Great, and we might even have the very leader of all Alpha Dracos in the galaxy on high Earth orbit right now. There are many Pleiadian groups which are constantly entering and exiting Earth legally and who are represented by the so-called Alcyon Council. The representative of the council at this time is Queen Alenim of Taygeta, who does her work through remote presence only for safety reasons at this time. I want to personally thank the whole Taygetan team at Swaruu Official and Galaxia over at Cosmic Agency for being the only ET group that is even attempting to establish a direct communication with the general public of Earth at this time, to the best of my knowledge, and who are so kind to provide us with all this information that I am sharing with you, even when they are facing repercussions from the Federation and other groups who would rather have us be ignorant. It is very clear to me that the Taygetans and the many Pleiadian groups in contact with Earth are some of our strongest allies who truly care about our race and our planet, and I want to reiterate my gratefulness and support for all their work here on our beautiful planet. We also have a big group of the Urmah feline race on orbit who are heavily militarized and who are also distrustful of the Ethortan audit and the Federation handling of Earth in general. The Urmah had a direct conflict with the Ethortans in the past, when the Ethortans concocted a plan to deceive the Urmah and tried to take over some of their planets, only to be soundly defeated by the powerful might of the Feline Empire. The Urmah are a very powerful and direct race who strongly disapproves with the way that the Federation allows the Cabal to handle Earth, and it is my understanding that they have made it very clear in statements to the Federation that they will not put up with any agendas that could further worsen the situation on Earth, because our solar system is relatively close to their home base in Lyra, and they will not accept a negative situation which could end up spilling over to their kingdom. The Urmah are also a very loving race, which has many starseeds in our planet, both in human form and also in the form of house cats, believe it or not. Apparently, one of the reasons why we do not hear much about the Urmah in the popular ET culture on Earth is because they do not agree with the Cabal and their handling of our planet.